Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Poole Town, and immediately I've got some news to share with you. So Abdoulaye Belbaghi is no longer with us. He's had his contract terminated because at the end of the last episode, literally a day after the Salford game, was his promise for being sold was up. Because I didn't sell him, because nobody wanted him, I then basically had to deal with a massive downturn in morale from the entire team. I mean, the whole team was annoyed because I didn't sell Abdoulaye Belbaghi. So I just released him. And then it meant the dynamics went flying back up. Everyone's suddenly happy again. Good job. Since we last met then, there has been a total of 3 games. And basically, we were kind of almost-ish, maybe, dragged into a relegation battle. There was a news article which said the relegation fight picks up. There were 14 teams involved in said relegation battle, and because of our results, we have managed to claw out of it. First up was a game against Hungerford where we ended up losing 2-0, but this was mainly down to morale. Our morale was so bad going into this game because we lost to Salford, and then Abdoulaye Belbaghi just threw all of his toys out of the pram. So we end up losing 2-0. Luke Hopper with both the goals. Will Britt ended the match on a 5.9, which is not a good performance from your goalkeeper. Next up, there was a change in goal and a change in performance. A 3-2 victory against Eastbourne Borough. It was touch and go, let's be honest. We went 1-0 down after 9 minutes thanks to Kane Wills. Then Drew Lewis made it 2-0 after 13 minutes. And then the comeback was on. Warren Bentley on 18. Then once again on the 46th minute. Luke Benbow also gets a penalty on 22 minutes, which does give us a 3-2 victory against a side that we should have been beating a little bit easier. Then the final game that you've missed was a 1-0 victory against Chelmsford, and Abdoulaye Belbaghi's assistant replacement, I guess is the better way. He's not his assistant. Sean McCormack scored the goal after 73 minutes, a 1-0 victory, and that leaves us sat 11th place in the table. Now, with 3 games left to play, we can technically get relegated. However, we do need, or not us, Truro need to win all 3 games, and there needs to be a massive swing in goal difference, and I mean massive. They need to win each game about 10-0, and they are playing us once. So, 2 games 10-0, 1 game against us 5-0. It's unlikely to happen. First up today then is a match against 15th place Welling, who are in theory, are they part of this relegation battle? I don't know why that wasn't scrolling. So Welling 15th, they are in theory. I think that again they're probably safe. You're looking at a Chelmsford, Hemel Hempstead, Wealdstone or Eastbourne, the ones more likely to get relegated right now. The starting lineup we are going to go for today then is as follows. In goal, Gareth Owen, because Will Britt is just not very good. He has some games where he's just absolutely appalling. Gareth Owen seems like a much better, much more rounded goalkeeper. So I'm going to play him over Britt. Back 4 of George Butler at right back, Corby Moore at left back, Clinton and Brian Sarr as the 2 central defenders. Low knee Sean McCormack on the right hand side replacing Belbaghi. Matthew Neal on the left as always. Matty Collins and Bangura as the 2 central midfielders. Warren Bentley partners Luke Benbow up front. All we really need to do here is just not lose. If we just get like 3 draws in our final 3 games, that'll be okay. We finished mid-table. That's what the board wanted. If anything, I'm hoping for a nice, easy 3 games. Not a lot of highlights. Bish, bash, bosh, finished 10th place in the table. That's what I'm going for. We've got a highlight. Matthew Neal. Luke Benbow, obviously on loan, has a go from distance, and I think it took a deflection, but it was saved by the Welling goalkeeper. Highlight is still ongoing. Richards on the left for Welling. He's gone straight through and Butler has there. Casey, though, heads it back. Maloney. Into this guy's name. Durojay. Maloney again. Ball out onto the wing to Bojaj. Bojaj, I remember, was a bit of a pain against us before. Neal. Neal clears it up towards Bentley. Bentley in the middle to Benbow. Then there's a lot of Welling players back. Benbow's had to go from distance. It was optimistic. It's gone wide. It's still 0-0. Another highlight a couple of minutes later, Owen with the free kick from his own penalty area. Bentley's run onto it. Benbow's had to go from range. Why did you take that first time? Bentley again. Benbow. Back to Bangura. Bangura's played it wide to Neil. Neil's controlled it, crossed it in. Bentley's at the front. It's a good save from the goalkeeper. Still 0-0, but we are knocking on the door. And after all the excitement in the first, 15 minutes, nothing else has happened. It's 0-0 at half-time, and Brian Sarr's not playing very well. Let's take a look at the tactics. The strikers. The strikers just aren't doing anything, but that's probably because they're just not very good strikers. Collins to take the free kick, edge of the area, smashed it into the wall. Collins gets it back, though. Finds Sean McCormack. Crosses it in at the back post, and Warren Bentley's there for his 11th goal of the season. That'll do. We've moved up to 10th place. Let's end this match here, shall we? Free kick for Welling. Maloney takes. Mullings has gone down, and it is going to be a penalty, and it's Kyle Clinton who's the person who's given it away. Go on, Owen. Last time we had a penalty against you, you were terrible. See if you can do better this time. Duro J steps up to take, and oh my word, he must have heard me. Gareth Owen with a great save from the penalty. 63 minutes on the clock. Benbow's coming off for Gillespie, and we're swapping those two over. There we go. I don't know why I put Bentley as the deep line forward, because I don't think he's actually any good there. But then again, nor's Gillespie. 75 minutes on the clock. The second half is disappearing, but we do have a highlight. Bangura, he's gone from distance. He's at the bar. Neil's not going to get there. Parkinson with a slide tackle, and it's gone off for a corner. McCormack to take the corner. It's cleared by Casey. Maloney's chasing it down for Welling, and could this actually be a counter-attack? Ball over the top. Corby Moore is surely going to get there. Brian Sarr might have damaged his foot. Well, there's 4 minutes left to play. 6 minutes left to play. Let's bring off Brian. Let's bring on Whiskin. Do we do anything else? Neil for Lane. Sure. Let's give Lane a game out on the old left wing. Also, let's probably go contain. Let's go contain. Let's not lose this one right here. Owen with a goal kick with 30 seconds left to play. This is gonna do it. It's a win. It's not a comfortable win, but it is another win on the cards. There's still 10 seconds to play. Richards has crossed it in. Owen makes a save. That's good. I thought they were going to get something out of that. And there it is. Full time then. 1-0 against Welling away. Not a bad result. It is a team lower in the table than us, but still a win. In case you're interested, Nathan Turner is back on another 4-week trial. I'm going to keep him here until he actually decides that he wants to live in Poole. I don't know where he's living while he's on trial here, but he is. The penultimate game of the season then against Truro, who may well get relegated if we beat them today, depending on how results go. So if Eastbourne Borough beat Wealdstone, they will still be safe because both Wealdstone and Eastbourne can't win. However, they are almost certainly going to get relegated. The starting lineup today then is as follows. In goal, Gareth Owen. Back four of George Butler on the right, Corby Moore on the left, Carl Clinton partners Joe Cook today, because we haven't seen him in a while, and Brian Sarr is out for the rest of the season. Midfield on the right-hand side, we've got Sean McCormack. On the left, we've got Matthew Neal. Midfield pairing in the middle is Matty Collins and Al Bangura. Strike force of Luke Benbow and Warren Bentley. I think this is our final away trip of the season, and it's not a fun one. To get to Truro is a right pain. Finally, we've got a highlight, and Matty Collins has scored a free kick. I was just about to say, it's been a really dull first half, and then Matty Collins steps up, scores a free kick from the edge of the area, and we are 1-0 up. That's got a massive deflection. I was going to say that's a good free kick, but no, it took a massive deflection off the wall. Another highlight straight away, like 40 seconds after the goal goes in. Corby Moore wins the header. Matthew Neal, long ball over the top. Bentley is running onto it. And Warren Bentley has made it 2-0 almost instantly. Other than the 2 goals that have been scored, literally no other highlights. So, 2-0 at half-time, and I think we're on course to win this one. First highlight of the second half, and that is going to be a straight red card for Allen. It has to be. It looked like a scissor tackle. There he goes. River Allen has gone. Cook's going to take the free kick. Finds McCormack. Got a bit of space to run into. He's crossed in and Neil's at the back, and it's a good save and cleared. Throw on for Truro. I was looking at doing some subs, but then I've realised that my entire team is actually playing really well, so let's not mess about with it. Benbow in the penalty area. Warren Bentley makes it 3-0, and this is a nice, convincing victory on the road against Truro. I think this is the first time ever that every single one of our players is on a 7.1 or above. I've never seen everyone on a 7 or above. Harding tries to get it upfield but doesn't get very far. Benbow now finds McCormack. McCormack's got a bit of pace to burn. He's gone for goal for some reason. It's a save. Bentley's there. Warren Bentley's gone and got a hat-trick. Just looking at the table down here, or not, we'll have a highlight instead. I was going to say, looking at the table, we are so close to actually being 9th in the league now. Because if Whitehawk end up losing, I believe, we move 9th. We've still got a game in hand. We're not going to get 8th, but 9th is almost certainly on the cards. Benbow gets the ball in the middle to Collins. Collins, a long ball over the top. Richards plays it all the way back to the keeper, though. McHale hits it long. And Butler, one-touch pass, lovely. McCormack, all the way across to Neil. We love switching the ball for some reason. I don't know why, but we're going to do it anyway. Neil crosses it in. Cleared. Harding flicks it on further. McCormack, though, lots and lots of space for him to run into. Benbow in the area. Benbow's played it back out to McCormack. Neil's in the penalty area, and it is 5-0. 83 minutes on the clock, and this is probably one of our best performances all season. Shame it's come a little bit too late. 5 minutes to play, and there's a highlight for Truro. Cross comes in. Thompson's there. Neil for Truro. It's a good tackle by Bangura, which then turned into an assist for Niall Thompson. And again, we can't keep a clean sheet. We're 5-0 up, and we still can't keep a clean sheet. Butler to take a free kick. This is actually a proper highlight. It's cleared. It's coming back to Butler. Collins, edge of the area. He's already scored 1 from this range. McCormack. He's been tackled. McCormack's going to get it back, though. He's got 4 Truro players on him. Neil's got the ball off him, and the counter is now on for Truro. Neil into the goalscorer Thompson. Running into the right wing. Corby Moore should probably stop him. Doesn't bother. Harvey. Harding over the top for Neil. Neil's 1-on-1 with the keeper, and we've conceded 2 against Truro. Andrew Neil with the goal. And how can we stop conceding goals like that? It always seems to be goals just straight through the middle that we can't do anything with. Final highlight of the game, probably. There is still... Well, actually, we're a minute and a half over. What's going on? Palmer plays it back to the centre-back. It's full time. We've won 5-2. And Kyle Clinton has ruined this. Look at all these numbers. And then Kyle Clinton was the one guy... Right, Kyle, buddy, select player. Kyle Clinton. Talk to players. This seems a bit stupid. I can't say it was bad. I'm not pleased. Okay, Kyle Clinton seemed demotivated. It wasn't the best team talk. The final game of the season then, and looking at the table, we can only drop down places. We can't catch Oxford City. Oxford City literally have nothing to play for. However, Gloucester, Whitehawk, East Thurrock, and technically Concord and Braintree can catch us. Although for Concord and Braintree to overtake us, there'd need to be a decent enough swing in goal difference. This starting lineup for the final game of the season, it's a little bit rotated, but it's still a pretty strong side. Gareth Owen in goal, back four of Butler, Clinton, Wiskin and Corby Moore. Midfield quartet on the right, Sean McCormack on the left, Matthew Neal. Al Bangura partners Ryan Lane in the middle today, and Luke Benbow and Warren Bentley are the strikers. Warren Bentley is now on a non-contract basis because he didn't want to sign a part-time contract, so he's now just on a pay-per-appearance one, which is probably better for me because eventually I'm looking to replace him because he's not the best striker in the world. The final game then, at home. It's not a packed house. There seems to be a decent amount of fans there, which is quite nice, but to be honest, the stadium is actually a 2,500 capacity, apparently. I guess you can get that many people around a football pitch, but I don't think you'd ever get that many people there at Conference South level. First highlight of the game then, Wiskin with the free kick. Lane over the top. Benbow's not going to get there. It's all the way back to Morch in goal. I don't know whether it's pronounced Morch. I don't know how that O with the line through the middle works. Header from Wiskin. McCormack's not going to get there. Collins, Alonso with the ball. Noble plays it off to the left back. St Albans are passing it around quite nicely, and I'm worried. Wiskin gets it clear. Are we going to get on the end of it? Yes, we are. Benbow's played Bentley through, and Bentley, can he continue his goal-scoring run? Yes, he can. 4 goals now in the last 2 games for Warren Bentley. 1-0 up after 8 minutes, and it looks like we're going to finish the season on, is it going to be 62 points? It'd be 58 points. It would have been 62 for Oxford, which we're not Oxford, are we? We're Poole. Long ball over the top by Rogers. Rogers tries to get it to Merson. He doesn't get there. Wiskin plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper, and he's probably going to lump it long. Yes, he does. It's gone all the way to Bembo, who didn't quite get there. Walker to Noble. Noble's got some company. Muriel Williamson on the ball now. The right back's made a run, which is good for us because it means that there's no right back there. Bentley gets the ball. Bentley back to Lane. Lane to Neil. Neil to Bentley. Lovely one-touch football. Bentley's had a go. It's just gone wide of the post. The keeper made a television save, or tried to at the very least. Gloucester are winning their game. They are now joint on points with us and joint on goal difference. So all it will take is Gloucester to score another goal against whoever they're playing, and we will drop down. Who are they playing? They are playing East Thurrock. Well, damn. They might actually get that goal. So far, the second half has been fairly dull. Every time I mention something like, oh, it's been really dull, and halfway through a sentence, we get a highlight. Butler heads it down and balls. 1-1. Charlie Walker with a goal for St Albans. We're going to drop down to 10th place, all because Butler just did a really dumb header. Corby Moore with a throw-on. Bentley crosses it in. No one is there. It's cleared. Only as far as Wiskin on the halfway line. Butler gets the ball into Bangura. Lane. Lovely football here. Back to Lane. Bentley can have you go. He's found Benbow, and Benbow's hit it wide. 73 minutes on the clock. Sankofa's coming on for Butler because Butler is an embarrassment. McCormack can't come off. I don't even know what to do. Benbow off for Gillespie. We'll do that. Sure, let's try that. I mean, I'd like a win, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Just over 5 minutes of normal time left, and there's a St Albans highlight. Or maybe not. Neil gets it clear. Gillespie to Bentley. Bentley doesn't go anywhere near it. And St Albans start the counter-attack. Corby Moore, I'm done with you. I'm actually done with you. It's not every time, but so many times it's Corby Moore just cocking up. It's my fullbacks. Do we need fullbacks? Can we not just play 4 centre-backs in defence? Gardner's going to get on the end of the clearance, I think. Thomas now for St Albans. Someone tackle him. Lucian. Noble's not going to get there. Neil does get there, and that ends the highlight. We're just about to enter injury time, and we do have a chance. Lane. Bentley plays it through to Gillespie, and Gillespie has put it in, which is potentially his last ever goal for the club. We have stolen a victory here, and we have moved up to 9th because I think East Thurrock must have scored. And now we go contain, because I don't want to throw this away again. Lane to take the free kick with 30 seconds to go. It's cleared, and it's going to only go as far as Sankofa. 15 seconds left of the season. Sankofa into McCormack. Crosses it in, doesn't go very far, and that is full time. We have stolen a victory from St Albans there. Very, very lucky. I wouldn't say it was Gareth Owen's mistake that led to the goal. It was definitely the right back. That is the end of the season then. We're going to go forward a few more days till we get the whole season summary and all that jazz. But 9th place. After what we went through, if we actually look at how badly we did, I mean, we dropped down to 16th in March. To climb it all the way back up to 9th place by the end of April, that's a good little run of form. Here we are then, Paul, end of season awards. Player of the season, Matthew Neal. I agree with that, actually. 34% Matthew Neal. I think he's been somewhat of an unsung hero. He's done a lot of stuff, but a lot of the focus has obviously been on players like Gillespie and Nathan Turner, who scored a lot of goals. Speaking of Nathan Turner, goal of the season against Truro 2 days before Christmas. Signing of the season, Ryan Lee. Young player of the season, obviously, would go to Matthew Neal. Top goal scorer, Richard Gillespie with 30 in total. Matt Neal, highest average rating and most assists. Luke Bembo, 78% pass completion is pretty decent. Gillespie and Bangura, 4 player of the match awards. 10 yellow cards for Bangura, well done, mate. Wiskin, Moore, Bentley, Collins and Butler, all with a red card each. Season review, Paul will look back on the season as a job well done as they impressed sufficiently to break clear of mid-table obscurity. Did we? I'd hardly say we did. End of season meeting then. What do we say? Passionately, season's finished now, focus on same level of ambition? Let's try. Oh, okay. Sure. Right. Okay, yeah, let's do playoffs. You're right. I've taken everyone's on board. Okay, bit too ambitious. What do you mean a bit too ambitious? What was my... To be... Okay, yeah, fine. Right, yeah, sure. Right, mid-table then. Mid-table, that's exactly the sort of reaction. I mean, you did most of it, but look how happy everyone is now. So, this was somewhat unexpected. The Poole board have announced the club has granted planning permission to build a new stadium. Construction of Tom Killock Park, named after one of Poole's heroes, the only one of Poole's heroes, cost around £1.9 million. Considering I've spent around £500,000 and they've just gone massively in debt because of me, that's a lot of money. The deal will also include 25% of the gate receipts we paid in rent. Is this going to the, I guess it's going to the council? The board have secured a loan of £1 million and then additional funding, sponsorship of 90k and 850k from authorities. So we're getting a new stadium, which is going to be 3,000 capacity. I don't know whether it's seater. 3,000 capacity. So next season, we're going to be playing at Victoria Park, located in Winton. Oh, it's Bournemouth Poppies' ground. Okay, so we're going to be playing at Bournemouth Poppies' ground, which is actually technically bigger than the Tattenham. That's surreal. What's happened? Why are we moving stadium? So, when do we actually move into this stadium? We have to pay £3,666 a year to Bournemouth Poppies, I guess, for that stadium. When do we move into the new one? Down here. End of next season, we move into Tom Killock Park. So, we've got a season playing at Victoria Park, which actually has 0 stands in real life. I suspect in the game it probably will have a couple of stands. For a whole year, we're going to be playing there, and then we get our shiny new stadium. That is going to do it then for this season of Football Manager with Poole Town, and I think we've had a reasonably successful year. Finishing 9th, getting to the FA Cup first round, getting to an FA Trophy semi-final, where we should have probably beaten Salford and got to the final. We didn't, unfortunately, but next season, the players want mid-table. I'm hoping we can at least get playoffs. That's my objective for me. Get in the playoffs. Maybe, as well, if we can somehow become financially stable. We won't. We definitely won't, because I'm already over my wage budget and the season's not started yet. Thank you very much for watching this season of Football Manager. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next season in the Conference South.